Hey everybody, welcome back to the Quantum Show. I am here. I am live. Somebody give me a sound check, please. How do I sound? Let me get a sound check. I will start. I will give the link out in just a few minutes. Let me know if the sound is good. Sound check. Somebody give me a sound check, please. I got 4 people in chat. Dorothy, Intergalactic Overhaul, Joe, and I think me. Okay. All right. I sound good. All right. I had to buy some really crummy headsets at the gas station. I wouldn't have made it in. Walmart was closed. No 24 hours here. So I know I'm a little bit dark. I'm in the car. And luckily, thanks, Dorothy. Luckily, uh, let me see here. Luckily, the gas station within the same parking lot. Yeah, how cool is that, right? Had earbuds, but they don't have a microphone on them, so it's the phone mic. Yep, that's the way it is when you're on the road. I forgot my good headset. Of course I did. Or maybe I didn't and I don't know where it is, but whatever. Here we are. I'm going to get the uh, link. Hopefully I can copy it here. I don't see a chat. I can see the chat room, but hopefully, but I don't see a chat. I don't see a chat to. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. All right. Joe, this one's for you. And chat. All right. A link is posted in the chat room. And yeah, this is a strange setup, y'all. That's okay. Let me I can adjust a little bit. So I'll be able to hear y'all and hopefully, yep, it's in there too. It's in there too. Just Joe, that's for you. Lynn, that's also for you. Go ahead, click, we'll watch you pop in and like open the door for you. Okay. Shadow may show up. I think he was doing something, but he might show up. It has been interesting setting all this stuff up, right? I got echo. How can I have echo? I have a headphone on. Let me see here. Uh, Settings, audio. And if I sound okay, I sound okay. So, how do I sound now? Found it? You found something? Good, I found something too. All right. Intergalactic saying I sound fine. And when people start showing up, the link is in chat. I'm doing this completely from my phone. I'm going to try to keep the panel at 2 hours because this is a very strange setup. I'm in a parking lot. This hotel filled up all the way, right? Okay, got somebody coming in. I have a feeling I'm going to blast myself out of here. Hold on, let me see. Okay, Joe, give me a sound check.
Just a moment.
Okay. Well, that sounded good. There's a hum. There's a big hum in your background, like you got a fan or something going.
That's in the next room.
Well, then it's not a fan. But whatever you did, cut that noise out for a second. No, it's not electrical. It's you did something else and it cut that noise out for a second because there's a big background noise. The light was okay.
That was the only thing I did is restore that light. Let's turn off this other computer.
Okay, now we're getting feedback. Joe sounds rough. Feedback. Loud as hell. So check your mic settings, Joe. Dial it down a little bit.
Whoa.
Yeah, it says sounds like a white noise on TV. Perfect. That's it. What'd you do? Can you talk?
Switched headsets.
Perfect.
I was on the laptop's microphone.
Okay, you are 5 by 5. Alrighty then. Good deal. So
should be 5 by 9. Oh well.
Okay. But all right, you sound great now. You may want to adjust your microphone, your volume, maybe a little bit, but sounds good. Sounds good and perfect. Okay. Anyway, Fort Myers. I'm looking at palm trees, and I have yet to see an alligator. But the time is coming. And so, Joe, how has your week been?
It has been strange. I think you might have seen on Facebook. Coming home one night, I looked up, and between two light posts, there was a small red light. And looking at down from the light, it looked like there was a beam of some sort that absorbed all light.
Oh,
Kind of
a column
reminded
of
me,
hmm?
like a crane, if there was a black crane holding up the light up there. And I watched it for a minute, and then I took a video of it. And while I was taking a video of it, it just disappeared.
Well, that would count as a UFO. Okay, good looking out. What else you got? Or was that the weirdest thing?
That was the weirdest thing.
Okay. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. So we all know they're out there.
Yeah, but
And
what's the black light about?
yeah, it sounds like a column of darkness. It sounds like some kind of a cloak, you know? But I don't know. A column or a ray absorbing light?
Right.
That is, I haven't heard that one yet.
Neither have I. That's the reason why it's
Yeah.
weird.
Well, I got to meet in person live. He is not an AI, Rich Giordano. And he's a good guy. I don't know how many people came to me warning me about Rich. I'm like, I've known Rich for 15 years. It's all good, you know? And he was a nice guy. He is a nice guy. I think he is on his way home now. That would be, no, he would have been home by now. And I need to text him. Yes, we finally met. Dorothy's talking. Dorothy's saying, we finally met in real life, and we had a blast. It was great. He hadn't been to a convention like that one before. So it was a good experience for him too. All right, I'm trying to put that comment away. All right. And we talked ufology, we talked star seeds, manifestation, everything that we do here. And we went around talking to people. He's very personable, very engaging, and he's really good at getting people to feel comfortable. Yeah, Intergalactic, one of these days, we'll all be able to meet up here or there. This was a fluke. Okay, we got somebody coming in. I got to let them in. Hold on. Lynn, hey.
Hi, how are you doing?
Pretty good. Hey, adjust your mic down a little bit because
Sure.
You're kind of loud.
Frank, be right back.
Okay. Yep. Calling tech support.
Says the mic is too high.
Just a little bit too high.
How's that?
Better. Thank you. Thanks,
Okay.
Frank.
No problem.
Okay. But yeah, met Rich. Everyone warned me, but I was like, it's all good. And it was all good. Everything was perfectly fine. Sorry, I'm so dark. I'm in a car because I didn't want to take over the room, kick them out of the room because it's bedtime for them. And I did not have an encounter. I did not sense anyone there today, not from here. There was a chance. It's always a slim chance, but number 2 state for UFO sightings, had to take that chance. Didn't work out. You never
And
know.
hello to the chat room. You all are. Thank you for coming in.
I can't see it. Well,
Yes.
here we are.
Thanks everybody for joining up Quantum Panel.
No problem.
Shadow may be here at some point, and he'll be here later. So I'm going to try to keep it at 2 hours tonight because I'm kind of tired. I walked around in hot sun for hours.
So what is it there? About 11:30?
Yeah, going on 11:30, 11:22,
All right.
and it's
Now
not
you know
late
how I
for
feel.
me. Yeah, it's not really late for me, but I wore myself out walking today. Like my feet are killing me a little bit. So,
That's my footsteps.
well, Lynn, did anything spectacularly weird happen this week?
Oh, please, this is Spook Central. You know. Spectacularly weird. I can't think of anything that went clear and gone out of this world, but it's timing has been amazing this week. Really good, where things have just had their synchronicity.
Mm-hmm.
People are, if I make a call, people are finished with what they're doing and things like that.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Cool.
I think the call is to me.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of them really that I make over the week, and I never know if it's a good time or not. It's just one of those things. But our little pup passed away a few weeks ago, and she's still making herself known. Either she's happy that she's on the other side, or really pissed off. I'm not sure which.
Sorry to hear that, Zach. We'll send energy your way if we have your permission.
I can't see. What did he say?
Well, I
I'm trying
don't.
to
Oh,
send
yeah.
a welcome.
It says it's a couple hours past my bedtime. I can't sleep. Been feeling like crap this last week. Sleep is hard to come by.
So if
Well, we commiserate with you.
Yeah, but if you'll give us permission, we'll send them energy.
Yes.
Otherwise, we won't.
Yeah. But in
Yeah,
the
I
meantime, thanks for coming and joining with the Quantum Show.
Yeah.
And
Be
I
happy
think
to
permission is
help,
given.
but we have to have. He has to say he gives permission for us to lend it.
Oh,
That's how it
Okay.
works.
yep. So, Zach, if you say permission granted or anything like that in the chat room,
You got an I do
energy
out.
will come your way.
Okay, I guess that's I do. I don't know. I
All
don't
right.
think I want that kind of commitment. No, I'm kidding. We'll do our best for you. Get you all nice and smoothed out so you can can
So he,
drowse.
so he could walk around the house dapping everything.
And doing what?
uh, Via, the coven in the lower valley, one time asked for some energy. And so Dragonfire sent her energy. And she was having sparks like static electricity sparks, even when she was on concrete.
The wonders of polyester? No. I'm teasing, of course, but when we send energy, we'll be specific about it being for sleep, for the need, not just sleep overall. We'll be very careful about that.
Oh, that sucks.
Right.
Shame on you. He needs to work. Leave him alone.
No, 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 no. I was talking about your experience there.
Which one?
That sucks. Oh.
Don't start about vacuum cleaners. Just don't.
No. Oh, speaking of a manifestation, I was talking with Maria, and we were talking about star seeds and how all these different things that are being talked about in the different groups, they're kind of jiving up. And I found I don't know, I call it a shoe button, right? Y'all saw the first hour, right? I went over and over this. I was repeating myself because I'm kind of tired and kind of hot.
Token you got for the convention, right?
No, I found it in the parking lot.
Oh.
While I was talking to her. Yeah, it was right there. And I don't have it with me. I left it in the room. It is Joe's gone. He might come back. But this is like, I spun up. When I got that and I saw what it was, based on the conversation, I spun way up on this one because it's kind of like a shoe button for Crocs, like a decorative thing. And on one side, it's the shape of a heart with a picture of the map of the earth. And then on the back, warning. Like, Earth is under our protection. And it was starseeds are protected by their kin in the stars, and humans are protected by the Galactic Federation. The society is. And it just seems so. It was like confirmation, and I found it totally randomly. And I'm like, yep, this is it. This is it right here. Right here. And okay, yesterday it was funny. I got out of the shower. The moment I got out of the bathroom, I got the call. The first moment I was available, the call came in. And then we talked, and I found that, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is a physical sign for me to find that. And I couldn't read the back of it. It's a choke warning, right? Don't put this in your mouth because it's small. It's meant to decorate shoes. And
not chew on.
Right. But you can definitely see warning. Earth, happy heart. Turn it around. Danger. Warning. Enter at your own risk. And I talked to Rich about this stuff too. And he's got his sources, right? He to the ufology groups and, people, because he has his own group, right? And he talks to his people like Amy, Alien Girl 111, and Michael Roser. And I got to get with Mike Roser of Dark Arrow Paranormal. I can't say why, but it was told to me in confidence. But I got to get with you, Mike. I'm going to be sending you a message here tonight, tomorrow. And we got to talk, bro. It's good talking. So
the synchronicity of the thing was energetic.
Yeah, it was right on it. It was
Right.
like a bullseye. Synchronicity, bullseye. I mean, right, right on the point. So I know that's kind of what's going on. That we're being guarded so we can grow up or
Yeah.
develop or something. And that was
So we're
excellent.
not
And I was like,
somebody's lackey or food source or whatever.
right, or something like that. That we are. What is it? We're one of the big guys, and I just look at society and from that point of view, like people all the time talk to me about, well, our constitutional rights and our freedoms are in this, and I'm like, hold on, there's a much bigger picture here, and you guys
Mhm.
aren't seeing it because they
Mm-mm.
don't believe in this stuff or they don't want to believe in it. And I'm thinking, this is it. I've stumbled across it, and I have physical manifested answer given to me. Like, yep, you're on it. You're correct. I'm like, that's how I'm taking it.
Well,
So,
we all come in without a an instructional manual,
hmm
and much to our parents' chagrin, I'm sure.
yeah,
But and of course, I can remember bringing a little kid in and looking at him and saying, "No, what? No, heck, do I do with you?" You know. But and I had a better idea than most. You know,
okay, your mic has jacked itself up again.
it has.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
getting loud, and
Let's see if this helps. Is that better?
no, you're still loud.
Still
I think
loud.
you're, yeah, is,
Okay.
and
Hang
I'm
in
having a
there.
hard time adjusting because I'm using the phone. Oh, here we go. Let me see where you're at.
How's that?
Still a little bit loud. I think it's that microphone gain. I'm in your sound settings now. Let me. How about now? Give me a sound check.
How's that?
That's better right there.
Okay,
That is
good.
better.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still getting. Oh, here comes. Who's here? Is it Joe? Is it Joe? It
Well,
is
I
Joe.
hope he
Joe's back.
found his way back. You know, something you
Yep.
said earlier kind of struck me. You know, as I was listening, was that
Hmm.
uh, people that are here, who are star seeds, I would
Mm-hmm.
say celestial lights, celestial plants. Um, it occurs to me that yeah, they're protected. I'm very sure of that.
Mm-hmm.
I've known one or two in my life, and well, probably more than that, really. And if somebody hurts them, it's a bad idea. And I don't
Yeah.
mean that. I don't mean that they'll be suddenly disappeared or any of that. I'm just saying that their karma really sets out after them.
I have noticed that too, and a lot of stuff that happens with me. That first, the people who seem to intend me harm steer away, and the ones that don't have the worst luck. And
Yeah.
after they do something, they have the
Yeah.
worst luck. I'm talking like, their car breaks down in a bad way. They lose their job. They get into some kind of a situation that is like it very like world changing for them,
They're
but only
moved away
them.
from us. They're
Yeah,
literally moved away.
yeah.
No,
And
and sometimes it doesn't have to be anything, catastrophic. It's just
hmm
they no longer have business with us.
You have a new job elsewhere.
yep.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes we can just call it into existence too, where someone is beating us up with no apparent objective, and we can see no karmic reason for it. We can send them
Yeah.
on. We literally can release them and send them on.
I'm learning that. I I'm learning that, and I'm learning how to release them myself. But it seems like somebody goes after them individually of me, independent of me. I mean,
Yeah.
something goes after
Yeah.
them, and they have bad stuff happen to them. So, alrighty then. And
And I've seen this time and again, and hadn't really strung all of that together. I have in the last few years, but ahead of that, I haven't. Hadn't realized it, and then I got to thinking, well, wait a minute. Uh, my life really wasn't changed all that much, but theirs went away. Anywhere near me, that is.
hmm
They went clear away from me. And I'm not
right.
saying that bad things happened to them necessarily. It was just like a synchronicity. They
hmm
just happened to need to leave.
Yeah. Time for them to go do something else. I have to start the
Mhm.
car to charge the phone. So there we go.
Okay.
But everything's Hakuna Matata here.
So during
Uh,
this, you've been in
hmm
the actual convention now for a day. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
We
what
close the
is
place.
yeah? Describe to us what a convention looks like, because some of us have not gone.
Oh, okay. Well, this particular convention was in a convention center, and
Mhm.
was going on was there was a vendor table set up for people who just retail sale and collectible sale. But then there are the artists, and there are lots of different tattoo. I'm talking tattoo, jewelry, paper art, 3D print, you name it, right? And there is some of it going on there,
Like an
and it
open
was
market.
really cool.
Like an open
Yes,
market.
and
I
it,
see.
yeah, and big rows of tables. And the only event that was there were two events. One was a cosplay contest, and then uh, a little concert for people who were voice actors in a couple of different shows. And it was fun, and it's pretty fun. Like the guy who wrote the original music for the Transformers movie in the '80s, he was there. He did two songs, and there was someone from Disney, two people from Disney, and the one person who did the. I hope you didn't hear that. No,
Hear what?
good, okay. Um, I had a notification come in, and it blasted me on the headset, but y'all didn't hear, so that's okay. Um, but a couple of people from Disney. The one person was from Encanto, the movie, and she did
Mhm.
her song there, and a couple of and one or two others. And the other one was from, I don't remember, but she did the full jingle for Hot Pockets. She was the original artist that did it in the, I think it was the early '90s.
All right.
It was
I remember
interesting.
Hot Pockets. I never
Yeah,
thought much of it, but that was all right. You
there's
know, it,
there's a whole long 2 minute song that goes along with that. They only use bits of it for the commercials, but
I
there's like
was
a
gonna
2 minute
say,
song.
because there's only a grand total of 60 seconds tops for an advertisement. So,
But
who gave you the earphones? How'd you find them?
I uh, literally was like, "Where's Walmart?" Okay, this happened, right? I was like, "Google, where's Walmart?" Google failed. It just stopped. It black screened on me. I'm like, "What the hell?" And I was like, "Oh man, okay, what am I gonna do?" And I'm just gonna go, and hopefully I can find my way back. Before I got a block away, Here's a gas station in the same parking lot as the hotel,
Hmm.
and they had them.
Oh, terrific.
Ones that would suffice right now. And I'm like, yep, yep, that's cool. I can literally see, if I wasn't blocked by a car, I could literally see the gas station right over here.
Well, that's terrific.
There's
Yeah.
only about
And
3 companies that actually make the electronics for them.
yeah, and
Yeah.
these are the very cheap company, right?
And
Not cheap, ready to wear.
Right, ready to go now. And if they last this show, I will be happy.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah. They so far so good. They may be very good.
yeah,
yeah.
Hopefully so.
Hmm.
I've been surprised when I've opened up some of the new equipment and seen the parts in there. Everything but the capacitors are great. I don't know what it is about those crappy capacitors, though.
I don't know.
Uh, I don't know. It's like with me, if something is sort of on the delicate side, my own energy will blow them out. And you know, just like the little headset you have there, probably wouldn't last me very long. And of course, Frank says, "Okay, now do your breathing. Make sure you're nice and calm." You know, yeah, I'm usually pretty calm, but you know, it's that energy can get away from us awful fast. I mean, you ever have somebody walk into a room and you knew they were trouble on the spot?
Hmm.
Their energy got there first.
Hmm.
So with your excuse me, I apologize. The convention, you know, who did you get to see besides those two gals?
Okay, guy and a gal,
Guy and a
and
gal. Okay.
whoever it was. A couple of people who played Darth Vader in different shows, and I got to meet some voice actors from Transformers and I think Sailor Moon. Yeah, Sailor Moon. That's right. That was the other person who sang the Sailor Moon voice.
Oh,
That
okay.
was cool. And
I love that artwork.
I don't really. Hmm.
I love the artwork for
Oh
Sailor
yeah,
Moon.
yeah. And since I don't do much hero worship, I don't get autographs. I like to talk to people though, and they were all really busy doing the autograph, so I didn't get a chance to talk to them because this was their day. I'm not gonna step on it, you know. This was definitely their day, so I just was like, "Hey, it's great to meet you, and love your work. Okay, you're
So,
busy. I'll see you later because I'm not paying."
were you able to see any of the uh, configuration of person that you were looking for? We talked about this last week.
No, did not see them, but that's okay. It just
They knew
wasn't
you were
this
looking
time.
for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
knew, and
that's kind of what I thought that would happen, but I was hoping not.
and I made a kind of my own announcement. Say, hey, I would love to meet you guys. Come down here. Nobody showed up, not that I could tell anyway. And I didn't have anybody really looking at me because I had my shields up. Right now, I know how to do. I'm getting better and better at it. I
Hmm.
had my shields up because you know, big crowds. I get anxiety when that happens, and but I had my feelers out, which is something I wasn't able to do very well, like shields up and looking out. But now I know how to do that. I did get a couple of looks, but that was it. Just a couple of looks.
Well, you know, as you learn your shielding and how to prevent others from getting into you, so to speak. Uh, it'll get to a place where it's no longer a thought process, it's just something that's there. You'll
Yeah,
get that good at it. And
I'm
you'll
getting there.
realize when it's down, if it does come down.
Hmm. I'm
Now,
getting there
as far
because yeah,
as
when it
Zach goes, let's discuss Zach. Here we are with Sail Her Moon. Really?
Sailor. Oh, what is he saying?
Yeah, you
Zach
know what he
being.
said. That's exactly what he said.
I
Nah,
see
you
it
want to
now.
see your way out. We'll tolerate you for a little while more.
He's a good one. He's a good one. He's one of the
Nah,
good guys.
I love double entendre. It's just perfectly fine with me.
At least it isn't Furitos.
Yeah, really. With
Mhm.
burritos, Joe almost got thrown out by the
Out of my
moderator.
own show.
Out of your own show. The moderator was gonna boot you out because you were threatening my dog.
Oh, that's what he.
A
Okay.
burrito, yes.
Right.
And the dog was a Chihuahua, and she took exception to that. Well,
Mhm.
the moderator did. The Chihuahua didn't care. She knew Joe and was perfectly okay with him. But I had some fast talking to do over that. She was going to ban you for lifetime.
Oh, good save.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she wasn't playing, boy. She had that button and she knew how to use it. You know? Too
about one
much.
of my about one of my favorite puppies.
Yeah, really. Of course, that's been an ongoing joke with us ever since because, well, it's just how we're made. And
Oh,
if
no,
she'd have heard some of the stuff that Frank says, she just wouldn't know what to do with herself. Frank's a let it all hang out kind of guy, and you know, if he's thinking the word, he says the word.
Hmm.
Although
good
I would
thing
say his off button's better than mine.
good thing Millard's not on here.
Oh, please. We wouldn't do that to the world. We wouldn't do it. There's
Did I
no.
ever meet? Did I ever meet Millard?
I think it's possible you have, but it probably is passing because he's always hurrying to and from wherever it is he's going.
Okay.
So, it's.
He looked like Popeye.
It looks like Popeye. Yeah. Popeye the Sailor Man.
Well, no telling then.
That description can go with a lot of people.
Well, but that was the situation with the convention, vendor tables, and nobody showed up. That I think they were like, okay, yeah, this guy's on to us. Do not approach. Let's just skip this one, guys. Okay, go down the road to someplace else. I went, and but Xena and Sabrina were surprisingly chill about everything. I just asked them to keep an eye on, if you see something, if it's bad, just do what you got to do, right? So
Oh,
if something happened, I don't know about it, but
If
I
you
did
see
get a
something,
couple of looks. Say again, Joe? Joe?
if you see something, say something.
Right. But chances are they're going to speak a language I don't understand. So just you take care of it. I know you, I trust you both. And uh, if they didn't tell me about it. They may tell me about it later.
you know,
They, they,
I think most of them, if they do come down here, have some idea of how to communicate because, well,
I think they have.
where is the nuclear reactor? You know.
right.
Joe got
Right.
gave me a look. No, do you remember on Star Trek how the nuclear vessel?
The vessel.
Yeah, the
The nuclear
vessel.
vessel.
Yeah.
Hello, computer.
Yeah, transparent aluminum. That
Oh,
was a good story this week.
I got to like give the compliments out. I got a bunch of cosplay pictures. There was somebody dressed up as Nurse Chapel, and I was like, I was at a restaurant. I was eating, right, and she was apparently looking for a place to eat, and she decided against this place. But I go, Nurse Chapel, I'm a doctor, not a short order chef, and she loved it because she loved it. She was like, yeah, yeah. And it wasn't a cat call. It was legit Star Trek reference.
Oh yeah.
And she pulled up a good Nurse Chapel. Or yeah, Yeoman Rand, not Yeoman Rand, but definitely Nurse Chapel because she was wearing the blue tunic.
Oh boy.
Dorothy wants to know if you met any of my friends out there.
Dorothy, not
Hawkins.
not that I saw. I didn't see anybody. I was watching too. I'm aware of those things because after my encounter, I know what to look for, and I know how I still don't know how they feel, if they feel any way to me, but I know what they look like.
Nathan,
I didn't see any of them though.
Nathan. Not those friends. 3-letter friends.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
The starts with men, ends with black. I didn't see those guys.
Well,
I
they
know
do
who you're
have a
talking.
feel.
I know who she's talking.
You know when those guys are around. You do. Suddenly your anxiety.
Just because there's a lump under the left shoulder.
Just a little one. At least it's a shoulder.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, you got it. Anyway, no, I was thinking, if there's a carry out pizza place around, and you feel that sudden need for pizza, they must be around.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah,
need to
I
give away
didn't.
pizza.
Yeah,
Well,
nothing like that so far. No,
Frank says that you might not remember seeing them, Nathan.
that is true.
It
I
occurred to
might
me.
not. I'm always on the lookout for. Do I see them? Do I not see them? Do I have some kind of adjustment having happened? Do I feel weird about something? So,
You always feel weird about something.
oh well, yeah. But do I feel like I've been
All you gotta do
like
is read
fleshy?
the newspaper, and you're gonna feel weird. Please.
Forget it.
Oh God.
I'm gonna lose my temper.
I tried to watch the news.
I try
and
to
read a
stay in
couple
a
of
sweet
headlines.
temper. I really do. But reading the newspaper is guaranteed for me not to be.
Yeah.
So
I tried to look at the news and I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing. They're up there watching the news. I'm like, why are you doing this to yourself? Turn that garbage off. Watch the pablum that they give you in reality shows. I mean, watch the people acting like they're buying a house with what do? I make French toast for a living. What's your budget? $3 million. Okay, sure.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's my budget. Now I can only manage about, let's see, a percentage of that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what those shows do. And I'm like, what kind of entertainment is this?
A percentage per year, that is.
Yeah. So I would rather than watch that than Fox News or any news outlet on TV. And I told them.
I told you what I did with them. The TV.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have it up the balcony and over the rail.
In the other times that I've gotten hotels, right? I unplug the TV. I just don't even use it because I've got a lot going on already up here. I don't need that kind of distortion coming in. And there's
Now,
nothing on that I want to watch anyway.
right. Now, Zach has come up with a very good inspiration and insight on the whole initial thing. And he has here men in blouses. So
Good one.
oh
Good
yeah,
one.
I like that one. Yeah. and
Oh, here we go. Dorothy's got a good one.
is the Adjustment Bureau real?
Right.
I
I need to. That's a show I will watch. I want to watch that.
What is it?
I've seen the advertisements where they go and adjust reality, and they look like Men in Black, but they adjust reality.
There's actually a
And
corporation by that name.
Can we maybe get them over in my place? I have two people here that could really use an adjustment.
Don't you mean 6 people in one?
I'm sorry, what?
Don't you mean 6 people in one?
That's the one. I used
okay, Dorothy's.
I kid about my son. You know, I'm saying that he's really not an only child. He's just a kid child who thinks he's 6 people. So
It was a movie. I thought I sound like a series, but it was a movie. Dorothy's
okay.
clearing it up for us. I have to
Yeah,
Adjustment Bureau. I need to check that out.
I think a lot of Philip K. Dick's books were based on around the Adjustment Bureau, even if it wasn't mentioned in specific.
Okay. I haven't been able to watch many movies or shows, but I don't feel like I'm missing anything. Salute. And yeah, but it does
I
sound
don't
like
know.
Zach's saying it sounds like his kind of thing.
Well, you'll have to report back on it, Zach. The written report would be fine. So, anyway,
An oral report will be fine.
rough. An oral report? No,
That sounds
no,
very.
no. Bad joke. Anyway, I have 2 dogs who have been talking to me about the loud noises outside. So, there's a little of that going on about reports.
Oh,
So, yeah.
They had somebody
Hmm.
shooting up just a few minutes ago.
Yeah. So my having earphones on, and I'm just as happy as a clam. And I haven't even had any happy
Mhm.
pills. I think I'm great. I hate loud noises.
Hmm. Yeah, I tolerate them to an extent,
Yeah.
but
I'm at a place where I'm under a table and screaming incoming. So,
Not if I get there first.
then I won't get a place, so I don't scream it till after I'm there so that you don't know until later. Then you just have to find your own table.
I'll take it. You know what will happen. I'll dive underneath that table, assess the situation, to take the table with me.
Mhm. I'm not giving it up.
Hang on.
Anyway.
Hang on, Sloopy.
I have a visual of that. It's not pretty. So, oh my goodness. I
Especially
don't know.
oh, by the way, Fort Myers. I think I said this in the first hour. Looks just like El Paso. I mean, the stores and the
Really?
roads add big bodies of water and palm trees and alligators and
We got
flying
the palm
cockroaches.
trees.
And you have
No, wait a minute. We don't have
that's right.
water here. What are you talking about?
no
we got
add
the palm
big
trees. We got the
Right.
palm trees and,
And-
June bugs and cockroaches.
Okay, then you're missing out on
Cockroaches.
big bodies of water and alligators.
The alligators, some doggone GI shot all of them.
Yeah, I went downtown.
Yeah, he went downtown
Got
and
got
shot them all.
got screwy and lit up and lit them up too. They'd never bothered anybody. Well, as long as
Except
they
for the
kept their
kids.
hands out of the pond.
Yeah, kept
Yeah,
for the kids we kept throwing in.
yeah. Well,
That was fun.
I don't know. They should bring them back. That's my opinion, but
No,
what do I know?
Oh,
they just made a
well,
statue of them.
Mm, that that was
hmm.
unfortunate, really,
Well,
because
that's
those
sad.
alligators got the they pretty much left the kids and the passersby alone, and they weren't after anybody.
Hmm.
Yeah, they were alligators, not crocodiles.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
um, but yeah,
Um,
that's this place looks and feels just like El Paso.
I'm
Am
sorry.
I echoing?
No, not that
Okay.
I can tell.
Other
Okay, yeah,
than the
no echo.
vehicle,
I'm sorry that it
Not
looks
echo.
like El Paso. I was kind of hoping it looked
Oh,
more
it's
interesting than that.
well, my buddy Andy is not very impressed with it, but his wife likes it. And they've got some flora and fauna here that is unique to the area. And I want to find a Spanish fort 100%. I want to find one and I want to look at it. I want to go investigate because that's history. And I really like that. And I would love to see some Seminole stuff, but I don't think there's uh, many things like that in Fort Myers. I got to go look because this is Eastern United States. It's got haunted stuff. It's just got it.
Right. Are
It's
you
the
on the
United
East
States.
Coast?
It's got it.
Are you on the East Coast of Florida or West?
I'm on
Or no?
near this um west west yeah, west coast
Okay.
of Florida, not the Atlantic side, unfortunately.
The Gulf
Um,
side.
I'm on the yeah, that other side.
Now I would have
And but
known
still,
something about
it's
the East
really
side,
cool.
but not
And
West. No.
yeah, Fort Myers is I am about 20 minutes from the beach driving,
We
and
have lots of
it's really
beach here.
flat
We just
out
don't
here.
have any
Really,
water.
really. Right. And in September there was a big yeah, there was storms in September, so a lot of places are still closed. They had a not a tornado,
Typhoon,
the
hurricane.
typhoon. They had a typhoon, a hurricane. They had a hurricane, and it tore through here, and a lot of places are not there anymore. So
Have you seen Edison's house
I'm there. I have not. I will
or
have to go there.
go to
Is
Ford's
here?
house? Yeah, their winter estates are there.
Okay, I'll
Thomas
have to
Edison and
check it
Henry
out because
Ford.
the place I ate. Yeah. Oh, well, that explains why the restaurant is called Ford's Garage, and that would explain it. Pretty good place to eat too. Okay,
So
I'm looking at
you ate
Zach's
at a
comment
diner
here,
for
and I'm just gonna put it up there.
supper.
Yeah. Well, kind of. Yeah, I did. They had it, and it was pretty good. They made this sweet onion puree, and it was really good. I was like, oh man, this is so good.
Mm, yeah, nothing like Southern cooking. And that's
Mm-hmm.
deep South cooking. So it can
Mm-hmm.
tell a lot of
And it's
different
got
styles and cultures.
yeah, it's got everything is heavily Cuban flavored here.
Oh yeah.
Like it's got a Cuban edge to it,
Oh my
and
goodness!
I like it. I
When when I went through
really
there,
like it.
it was crawfish and tomato juice, not tomato juice, orange
Jambalaya?
juice. No, orange juice. Almost every meal.
Oh, wow.
Now,
Well, the crawfish I understand, because that was always lean cuisine during the Depression and 50s and 60s.
yeah,
Lean as in lean wallet.
yeah, we stopped in at one restaurant, and they had those great big construction uh, sheets that they use for when they're painting over the table. And we asked for the crayfish and the orange juice, and they came out, and here was this huge pot with a steaming basket in it, and they picked up the steaming basket and threw it all over the table. And it had corn cob in it, and corn in it, and
Yeah.
some other things, but
Didn't order a plate, huh?
no plates. It was absolutely delicious.
And hopefully they cleaned the table ahead of your coming in.
Yeah, when we got up to leave, they picked up the paper that was on there and rolled out another sheet and put it down.
That sounds about right.
And I think
Cool.
we surprised some. Well, at the time, uh, race was a big thing.
Yeah.
So I think we stopped some. We surprised some of the people on the side of the road. They were selling fried fish and corn and orange juice.
You
So
are
we
getting
stopped.
spotty, Joe.
Yeah, you're kind of warbling out.
Okay, I don't know why.
Say, call with the weather, I guess.
Well, anyway, we stopped, and they looked at us. And we looked at them. I'm going, "Well, why is everybody staring?" Well, you white folks have stopped here. I'm sorry. I was in the army. We had black folks all over the place. I didn't care.
Everybody was Army Green. There wasn't such a
Right.
thing. Your sergeant hated you equally.
Right? No, no, I was him.
All right, you hated everybody too.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, we're at the end of the first hour of the panel. Everybody listening, hit like and subscribe. If you're here, you're quantum. I have to say that. I have to throw the brand out there,
Yeah, if you
But
don't like
thanks
it,
again.
don't dislike it.
Like it
Yeah.
anyway and do whatever you're going to do.
Mhm.
So,
And yeah, if you're here, you're quantum. And today was interesting. Yeah, Rich and I went around talking to people, and we collected some stories. We got some possible future interviews coming up. So I'm like, oh, this was excellent. This was most excellent.
that's
And
a good place to glean them.
Conventions,
Absolutely.
they love it. And the people love the attention.
What you
Joe, were
got,
you holding
Joe?
something up that we should see?
No, I'm wondering why those resistors were over there. That's supposed to be
okay.
small part area. Those were huge
Oh.
power resistors.
And yeah,
Dog did
I
it.
learned.
Yep.
Yep.
The dog did it.
But Dorothy's
Hey.
going, very cool. It was very
Nope.
cool. It was so cool.
Nobody called for you.
Uh-oh. She heard you, Lynn.
She did. She did. They can hear so well. It's amazing. And then they assume it's for them.
Mhm. I think she was
Mm.
listening to another frequency to hear you this time.
Oh,
But
she's
that
a
happens a
sweetheart.
lot here. That
Yeah,
happens.
that happens quite often.
Oh, and
Almost
my
on a daily basis.
mhm. My buddy's wife is coming into her gifts, and it's
Oh
shocking.
boy.
It's strange. It's really strange for her because she grew up so super muggle, and it's uh it's working. And I am trying my best to keep her calm about it because
Is he
it's
open to
shaking.
it?
In a manner of speaking, but she's more afraid of it, and I'm trying to get her to be not afraid of it, and do the nerd out method. Give her some books. Get her some books, easy reading books, not the deep stuff, but just like how to notice yourself and how to do little
Become
things.
self-aware and the rest of it. Hmm.
Right, and then the rest will come as she.
Dor-
I'm going to help her along a little bit.
Dorothy, I had a cat that would jump on the lap of anybody who hated cats. unlike your unlike your friend's cat.
The dare him to do something about it, huh?
Right. This is my house. Try something.
As soon as my animals are sure that everything's copacetic with somebody, they're perfectly fine with them after that, as long as there isn't any shouting going on. There
I don't
usually
know.
isn't here.
The little one surprised me by allowing me to pick her up.
Yeah. She wasn't so sure she wanted that.
Okay.
But then she'd ask for it.
She'd ask for it, then you'd lean over and she'd just get out of your reach just a little bit more.
Oh no, that
See
was
if
the
I
other
can-
one. That was the other one. That was the one beforehand. Yeah.
She used to tease you.
Right.
Say, yeah, you can pick me up if you can. If you can just about get a hold of me, you can pick me up. I think she was hoping to get him to topple over. She was funny that way. And then the Wawa would tease him the same way, and then eventually would let him pick her up. But still, I'm not so sure I want that.
Hmm.
So.
Hello,
So-
Shadow.
Hey, Shadow is
There he
in the
is.
building. Let me get another link posted. Unless he has the key to the back door, so he can come on in. Okay, here we go. I gotta push buttons. I like buttons. Big happy buttons. You're fine, Shadow. I started way too early, and I didn't have my time zones correct. Okay, I'm coming.
I got to the place with that where I would post each time zone. I said, the heck with this not understanding what time it is. And then I got finding out that we had people in Poland and in Yugoslavia as well as Australia, and I said, nope, we're not doing this anymore. Can't manage it.
I'm trying to put the link in chat. There we go.
And pigs dying on the show.
Pigs dying on the stove. Oh
On the
yes.
show.
It was horrible. There was this loud wee wee, and the guest said, "What in the world is that racket?"
There's a
And
pig dying.
it's a pig dying. And it was it was his older dog Sasha was playing with the pig and just getting it to squeal as loud as she could get it to squeal. That
Okay, the
wasn't
link.
especially helpful that day.
I don't know. It took the edge off.
We got him laughing. He was so stuck that day that he yes no, and it's like how do I do an interview with this guy? He's not
Clank,
talking
clank,
to
clank,
me.
clank, 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 clank.
And, oh, suddenly it just went mad. Hello,
Yep.
Jeanette.
Hey, Jeanette. Okay, I
Hi,
thought I
Jeanette.
put that thing in there. I'm going to try it
Put one thing in
again.
there.
The link for join the show, I'm working on it. I'm using my cell phone and it's not very good at it. I got to be very careful about the buttons.
I know
Sometimes
what
they
you mean.
post, sometimes they don't.
The quantum nature of pets. Oh yeah, they have it.
Oh, that would be a
too.
great one.
They are absolutely on the spot so many times. And you think you might be holding it back. That you're upset about something. Boy, they know. They'll either come to you or avoid you completely.
Mm-hmm.
Or patches. Bullshit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All
It's-
right.
That
I think
that
we got
little
Shadow.
pooch did. And Bob
Shadow
will
is
go,
here.
What?
Howdy, folks.
Hi, Shadow.
Welcome aboard,
doing,
Shadow.
How's the garden, Shadow?
Everything- me
Pretty
and the boy,
good.
we were just watching Magnificent Seven. He and I do a movie review channel with another guy on Sundays, and we kind of wait until the last minute to watch the movie, and it was a good movie. It was a good time.
How's your
Good deal.
Watch
glad-
the older one or the new one?
Oh, the old one, of course.
That was always fabulous. Do you
Yeah, well,
do
Shadow-
old movies every week or every
Yeah.
fortnight or what?
Yeah. we watch we review a movie every Sunday on Connell, the Cigar DM show, and there's a bunch of other guys. And because last month was my birthday, they know how much I like westerns, so we're doing a whole month, even though it's like part April, part May of all westerns, and we did Blazing Saddles last week. That was my son's pick, and a friend of ours picked The Magnificent Seven for me because I wanted to pick something else. I'm actually picking Westworld with Yul Brenner, and then we'll be doing a couple other movies later on in the month. But we'll do like 5 westerns, and then we'll do 5 other movies. Everybody in the show gets to pick a movie, and then we all review it. It's a lot of fun.
That
Cool.
sounds like it'd be entertaining. There's one thing
It is.
about westerns. That I think the one that one of them that I liked was Once Upon a Time in the West.
It's a good one.
And
It's a good
then
one.
there's, I can't think of it's the one that Millard has on every other week or so.
I like Paladin.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yep, that was a good one.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have that streaming on one of the channels now, I think. But not the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, that was
A few dollars more.
No.
Hang 'em high.
That's all Clint Eastwood. This had Charles Bronson and Henry Fonda. I think Claudette Colbert.
My
Sorry?
My screen has gone black.
Yeah, it was. It was Once Upon a Time in the West.
We
We
can
can
see you,
still
buddy.
see you. We can
Is he
see
in his
you.
All right,
car?
I gotta adjust my
Yes.
something. My screen is black. I
Okay.
can't see nothing.
We can just barely see you.
Okay.
Anyway, Shadow, how's your garden?
It's doing pretty good, actually. The grapes are surviving. The tomatoes are popping up. Cilantro is doing okay. Waiting on the peppers. So we're keeping most everything inside this year, just to be safe, except the grapes, which have to be outside. But the wind was just knocking them around. Right after I put them in the ground, the wind was just whipping them around, and they just couldn't, get settled and take root. But we found them a new spot, and they're doing okay. We'll see when it gets hot. It's actually cold this last week. It looks like it's going to rain, but we're doing okay. We're doing okay. You guys all have a good week.
What the-
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a nice peaceful week. Today was an interesting day. Went and did some shopping and had some good food, and
I think we lost Nathan.
yeah, we did. So
He'll be
yeah,
back.
he'll be back. Yeah, yeah. And Raven stopped by my show with RPG Grandma on Friday. That was nice, and looking forward to seeing those crystals. But she said, "Hey, Bruce, what the hell? Long time no see." I just saw Bruce Thursday. How you doing, buddy?
Bruce, Nathan's just on a trip.
Yeah, he's in Florida doing the Hero Con and broadcasting the show from his car.
No,
Yeah.
just doing that on a. Oh, yeah, there you are. We were explaining where you were and why you were in the car, and no, you're not homeless.
I'm also not driving at the moment, so I'm just in the car.
Hey,
People start to complain if they see you in a car. They think you're filming and driving. And I'm like, "What? Just chill out.
Right.
It's all the ones. Well,
yeah, I never understood that. There's some guys in the D&D world and elsewhere that do car videos, and I just never understood that. I mean, I've got a mount for the cell phone in the car, so I could see how it would be a thing. But I'm like, I'd rather just pay 100% attention to the faces on the screen that I'm chatting with, unless it's a solo thing, and then
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, well, this was out of okay. The lights are going out. This is out of necessity. That was right in my face, and I was like, "This is totally out of necessity." And I actually had to go find earbuds, and they're the wrong ones. They don't have a microphone on it. You're hearing me through the phone speaker, but I made it work because the show must go on.
I was just gonna. You beat me to it, man. You beat me to it.
Hearing him through the phone speaker? I thought we were hearing him through the phone's microphone.
Through the phone's microphone. My bad. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Bruce, we're gonna say this. We would never accuse anyone of homelessness. We were involved for quite a long time in trying to help the homeless. And the last thing they need is the stigma of criminalizing homelessness. So we won't accuse anyone of anything. Now, he's not homeless. That's just all there is.
Yeah, I'm just not at home
On the road.
right now.
It's on the road, man. On the road.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Living the dream, man.
It's all
You
good.
got to meet one of your old friends. I caught the show earlier. I didn't even do a show tonight because I knew there was going to be some weirdness, with your show, and I wanted to watch the movie tonight because I got a bunch of yard work, and I didn't want to try and squeeze it in last minute and just enjoy the movie with the boy.
Get my front yard done too, will you?
Yeah, really. Mine
Yeah,
too.
I'll just hop on my bike and ride right on over there, man. That it just take me like 8 days to get there. Um,
Uh,
I got this
6 days from
giant.
California to Ohio, I think it is, on a bike.
Yeah, I got a cruiser.
Oh,
Not like
5 days.
yeah. No, I mean like a beach cruiser.
So
No,
it's going to be a little hard to get up over these hills, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I got flat tires, so I got to fix that first. So that could be a whole week right there.
Just enough time to
yeah.
make sure we get it done first.
Yeah.
But yeah, the con. I'm glad I saw you in there, and I wasn't able to really talk too much because I wanted to get talking about the manifestation, not manifestation, but the appearance of an answer.
Uh-oh.
Oh, someone's here.
Only hands here.
Who
That's
is
Bruce.
this?
It's Bruce.
Yep, it's me.
Okay, Bruce.
Hi, Bruce.
Let's
Hi.
bring Bruce in.
He's been on the show before.
down.
He's a big cryptid guy. He's been on the show before, and I'm on a show a week with him, and we bump into each other all the freaking time. And when I get to Texas, I'm gonna be sleeping on his couch at least once a month. I'm pretty sure.
Be nice. I need a couch, but I don't have a couch.
Well, that blew that all to pieces.
Well, no, I have
let
a
me
living room with a
adjust
very
that
big
microphone
table.
for you, Bruce.
What? I'm sorry about that. I've got a very big
I
table
got to
in the
adjust your
front
microphone,
room.
but I can't.
Hear
Yeah, I don't
that?
think
He's
you want
going to
me-
park you on the table.
How loud do you need?
I don't think you want me-
adjust it over here.
This man's got like 10,000
ouch.
miniatures. I don't think he wants to move them for my fat ass.
Shadow, can you adjust his mic because he just blasted me out of my head.
I'm not trying to blast him. Let me.
I can't.
How's that?
I can't seem
Is that
to.
better? Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
You're still. You get excited one time and it's gonna blast me out, and it's not letting me adjust your microphone. I don't know why.
It's,
I think
I don't have the
Shadow's got
settings.
the-
You're on the mobile tab. That's why.
Yeah.
StreamYard is not mobile friendly. It's not really tablet friendly, and it's not really phone friendly.
I got you, Bruce. I got you. You're good.
I put it at 25.
Yeah, it was at
Okay.
53.
Yeah, better.
I didn't mean to blast you, bud. No, I need to get a couch, but I've got a very big table that we have a lot of stuff on, and that's why I don't have a couch.
Those are the itty bitty ones, aren't they?
Oh yeah, I have a very big desk of shame. We call it a desk of shame because there's a lot of unpainted or unfinished miniatures on it.
Hmm. I picked up some stuff at the convention today, mostly art, but I did get some toy stuff, so I'll be covering that in a future video.
Oh, those are wonderful.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to spend you some money for one of those Final Faction shirts, man.
Oh, I've got to get them made because this is my third attempt and it finally worked. I'm horrible at this. I'm horrible at making t-shirts. This was the lucky one, and I'm wanting to get some made, like actually call it in and have like 50 of them made or something, and just have them for fans, you know.
Yep.
Shadow, do you still drink coffee?
I haven't drank coffee in about 7 years, man. Just
Oh.
water.
I have to ask, do you
How
want to drink
appalling.
coffee?
What, Bruce?
Do you want to drink coffee?
I like the smell of it, but I had to give it up because I was trying to lose some weight once upon a time, and I was drinking an entire blender full of mocha fraps as breakfast and lunch.
That's not coffee.
No, well, it had a lot of coffee. It had a lot of coffee in it.
Right.
I put a lot of coffee in it, and it worked. I lost a crap ton of weight. I was down to like 100 and less than 150 pounds. And then I started having some, digestion issues, to put it
Mm.
mildly. And I'm like, I got to fix this. So I went to just water, no juice, no milk, no soda, just pure water. And now the boy and I, that's all we drink is water. And yeah, it's weird. After you get used to it, I can't even, think about drinking anything else. Like the idea is like my brain just thinks nothing but sugar. But I do know some people who do like coffee, quite a bit, as a matter of fact.
Nathan.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think you might find this to be something that you want to try when you come to Texas. This is
Ooh.
Quantum Coffee Roasters. It's their Honduras blend from Pacavita.
Are you
It is
listening?
a medium-ish roast.
Quantum coffee. Oh yeah. I'm
I
in.
will have to look that up.
Bernie
yeah,
Stands Road, San Antonio.
Bruce. This man here, he drinks a crap ton of coffee on the show. You may want to, just chatting with him about, helping him get a sponsor, especially a coffee like that. That's just made for the show. I mean, he leaves the
Absolutely.
screen. He leaves the screen at least 3 times a night to go refill.
Oh,
Yeah,
isn't
dude.
that lovely?
Burnt beans.
They're not really
I
burnt.
mean,
Actually. These aren't burnt. These are actually the right color.
Yeah. Those are
I
beautiful.
don't understand the person that burnt their beans, poured water over it, and decided to try to drink it.
Oh, they were brilliant, though.
Okay,
Just
there
brilliant.
was an Ethiopian farmer. According to myth, an Ethiopian farmer
Mhm.
had noticed his goats would eat this plant's fruit, and afterwards the goats were jumping around more than usual. And he noticed this for a couple of seasons.
How would you notice that? I have a friend
They're
who has
goats.
50 goats. They're always jumping.
So one day
So the
he goes
ghost got high off the coffee.
he goes and he starts playing with the beans, and they don't really go good when they're just raw off the stem. So he starts doing experiments, and apparently he figured out that if you burn it and flush with water, you can have a drink. And so the Arab world just takes a hold of this new coffee thing by storm. The Arabs weren't one for bars. They didn't have bars at the time. They are a culture. When it started to come around, they had already said that to be a lush is bad. So coffee, you're still sober when you drink coffee. You might be having a little trip for psychedelics or whatever, like the goats, jumping around, but you're generally sober with coffee additives. The farmer
Or
was
being a
drinking-
flighty hummingbird.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, thanks a lot there. I knew you were going to come up with something.
So these funny little goats are just going crazy. The farmer's brewing coffee, and it takes over the Muslim world. They have coffee houses pop up,
Oh, yeah.
and then the Anglo world, our Western civilization, as we call it, we weren't into it because at the time there was a thing called the Crusades going on, and there's a war between
Yep.
the Muslim world and the Catholic world. So the Pope at the time was not really into this idea until somebody laid at his feet. If you can figure out some way to help stem the bloodshed, we might have a society that can discover trade again. And that was when they gave the Pope a sample of this coffee, properly prepared, and he put the little cup up to his Pope lips and he drank it, and it was good. And then
I
he
don't see
declared
how.
that this is something that everybody can share, and we have the Muslim farmer from Ethiopia to say thanks for that. I'm not saying anything great about the Middle East at all. I'm just saying that was the birthplace of coffee.
Yeah,
And
was.
that isn't a true historical fact, but that's the anecdote that's spread around the coffee world right now for the past few years, and that mostly seems to be correct. So I'm kind of happy to know that much. I'm always happy to repeat that tale to people that are unwashed about it, and give you a little bit of information. Now I don't understand
Did you
why.
say unwashed?
I do, because most of us, until we
I heard unwashed.
yeah, we don't know something. No, we're ignorant to the fact, and I think that coffee is a very important commodity. It's the number two highest traded commodity in the world that's of legal status.
Well,
The only thing more traded is petroleum.
I was going to say too. At one point in time, you made sure your woman had enough coffee for her household, or she had grounds for divorce. Pun notwithstanding.
That was a good one.
It was, but I was very serious
But
about it. She actually would be able to say, "Hey, he's not supporting me," and and the grounds for divorce. Well, that was a pun unintended, but that is that's well documented.
I
So
love that phrase. I'm going to use it more in everyday parlance.
unwashed,
Great.
huh?
Yes. I love my
Okay.
friends. I love my friends more when they're educated about something, or at least they know my opinion on something. But that's not an opinion. That's actually an anecdote that's been derived from a historical event that has happened hundreds of years ago. Sadly, it's been told so many different times that it's not really 100% factual. The facts of it are going to evade us for quite a long time, I feel.
Well, that unpleasantness has gone on for centuries upon, and still no idea of how to get it straightened around. Now, I wish coffee was all there was to it.
And I thought it was a new bride who burnt the beans and decided to make a drink out of it.
Women lose credit quite often over these things. It's a woman that invented the washing machine. The husband took the patent.
I've heard that a lot of times, and it took her till about maybe 20 years ago before they actually started to vindicate her and actually give her the credit for the machine.
And it makes me wonder how often that has actually happened.
All the time.
Yeah, I'd say so. Just some of the things that I've come up with in my own household. So, no, that was a good story. I hope that you'll bless us with a few more of things like that, because those are good.
Bruce has got a million of them.
I'm not as old as I want to be to have all the good stories, but I'm getting there.
Well, it beats the alternative.
Nathan, this is my first time being on stream with Mrs. Lynn Ann. This is awesome.
Well, it's my first time with you, too. So.
Oh, she will. She will. I'm glad you're enjoying your time here with Lynn.
Oh, like nobody else does. Oh, that's nice. Thanks a lot.
Oh no, not like that. I'm just not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna say. Yep, she's great. She's great here. She is great here. She is Atlantis crew.
Here.
Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means?
No, I don't know what you...
Have you listened? Hey, Bruce, have you been listening to the show enough to know what I mean by Atlantis crew?
No, I don't. I apologize. So if you could give me an education on that or wash me, that'd be great.
Wash you. Okay. Let's grab them
I don't
scrub
know.
brushes, guys.
Hand him a wash right and let him do it himself. I don't know about this. This just seems a little un-PG.
There's a lot of hair. You're not going to see anything, hon.
Oh, I'm teasing you.
I'm a human Wookiee.
Oh,
Okay.
sweetheart.
Yeah,
I got news for
apparently-
you. The Wookiee lives here. Hey, Frank. Wookiee. Can you hear it? there you
Yeah.
go. Uh-huh.
Awesome.
He's crazy tonight.
Yeah, but Bruce, when I said that Atlantis crew, because apparently we all have. Okay, remember what show you're on. Okay, just want you to remember what show you're on. We all have experience in Atlantis of some sort
Yes.
in past lives, approximately
They
10,000 years ago.
I'm a first timer, man. It's my first life, and I'm one and done, man.
Yeah.
One and done.
You
They don't
know.
apply
Yeah,
that
you're
for
one
second.
regression away.
Yeah. We'll see how that works
You're
out
one
for you.
regression away and one PTSD
Don't threaten
moment
me
from
with a-
seeing something away from
Don't
going.
threaten me with a good time.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a treat.
I got to ask. am I
but
the only
yeah,
one
we all have come up with. What's up?
well, no, you were talking about Atlantean blood or Atlantean heritage.
Well, not Atlantean blood or heritage specifically, but I'm talking past lives. And I did say, remember what show you're on, right?
Sure.
Because we all have come up with. I have not come up with memories that I am aware of yet, but I've come up with all these weird abilities and things that just kind of seem to attract me, and I am able to do some really cool stuff with crystals and herbs and people and it's
Spices?
You sort of
It's-
fell right into it, didn't
it's
you?
quantum. Do what?
So you just kind of fell right into it, didn't
No,
you?
he slowly walked into it.
Yeah.
Screaming no all the way.
Yes.
Well, I was talking to Raven, who is out there somewhere. I can't send out links right now. I haven't been able to send out links tonight because I'm on the phone. But Raven and I were talking, and she showed me a ring, and we were discussing Atlantis, and I had a full-on PTSD episode about this stuff. She was like, "Oh my God, I broke Nathan." I'm like, "No. I'm glad this happened because, yeah, yeah, she was all worried about it because I was literally shaking and crying and like choked up, couldn't talk. I'm like, and I got all high pitched because that's all the sound I could make because I was so upset and I was like shaking, like literally, like, just after a car wreck. But I got to talking about it, and because she brought on her this ring that she has, and I just spun. I'm not gonna say spun up. This was spun sideways because I didn't know what the heck was going on. I didn't know why I was doing this, right? And it was I've never. That kind of reaction happens to me only when I have had a real recall of an experience.
Yeah.
The recall wasn't there, but the reaction was.
Very few
And
people
I was-
get that, get that hyped up feeling from something that didn't occur. Okay, it did occur.
Right. And
And
I just don't have
the feelings are there.
I don't have an active. Yeah, the active memory is not there. That's why I want to do a regression, and I've just been able to. I surprise myself almost every day, and it's not stopped, and I don't want it to stop.
All
But,
of the
yeah,
things that
that's
you've
what-
been able to
That's
do.
what Atlantis crew.
Yeah, all things you were suddenly able to do and key into were part of that. And with the memory part, when you're ready to see it, you'll see it. That's all.
Yeah,
No,
but that's Bruce. That's
it's
what I mean by Atlantis crew, because everyone here, and I'm pretty sure Shadow is just one little light bulb remembering away of something that he's going to go, oh my God, this is all real.
That sounds
Or
pretty
I
cool.
was there.
Yeah, well, what I
Dude.
told them is,
And
Bruce, I told them if I was in Atlantis, remember Planet of the Apes? I mean, Beneath the Planet of the Apes. I know you do.
Yes,
yeah.
I do remember.
Remember when Taylor pushes the Alpha Omega button? I told him that would have been my part in Atlantis. I screwed up. I blew up Atlantis. It's all my fault. That's why I don't remember.
well,
Well, we've had
pretty
one of
sure that
those, and it's nobody's fault. It was a synchronicity of things that happened. And I just think that the universe, the gods, however you like to say it, had a great deal to do with that decision because people were being ugly with each other, very similarly to what they're doing today.
Have you?
yeah, and I think we're at kind of a tipping point, and it could get. I mean, all the other people who are into this are talking about we are at a tipping point. We are at a balance point, a balance breaking point, to where something is going to go one way or another, and I'm doing my best for enlightenment.
Yeah. And the best way to
I'm
do
pushing for
that
enlightenment.
is see the enlightenment, see the for lack of a better word or better way of putting it, that come to Jesus moment where people say, "Hey, you gotta stop acting like this and start getting our love on," because that's what's going to save us from all this. Our love and our tolerance and our acceptance of other people for what they are. So, and that sounds terribly fluff bunny, and I assure you I'm not one.
Well, I sent out
I
a
know.
terribly
Yeah,
fluff bunny.
don't let her charming disposition fool you, Bruce. She's a mean old lady. She's always giving me a hard time. Always.
My favorite. I'm not like Connell, who looks for the active married woman.
Well, you've only been married for like what, a year, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll
that's
figure
not
it
the time
out.
to be looking. That's not the time to be looking. Trust me. That's like the exact opposite of the time to be looking.
I'm pretty happy with things, and I just
Good.
I understand what he's saying now about like familiarity and such. And there's been times where I've been places because I used to travel this nation's highways like it was a job of mine because it was a job of mine. But I've been a lot of times I'd be somewhere down in eastern Tennessee, and it just felt like I could see where the old structures were at, and I could remember, just details that really you wouldn't be able to see with just the naked eye.
Yeah.
But
Deja
somebody
vu.
that had lived there before, or somebody who had a good ear for history, they could find their old records and they could tell you where the various clans had lived and where the various homes had been, and all you would see is like just bare foundations or maybe the burn spots in the forested areas where houses once stood or structures once stood. And there's so many times I've been in eastern Tennessee where I know that I've been there before, and it wasn't any time in these 48 years, it was long ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were going to say something, Joe. What was it?
Yeah. Well, I sent out to you, Nathan, and Frank a little blurb about Atlantis. I don't know whether
I need
Nathan
to
received
look
it or
at
not.
And
I
Bruce put up a
am
link
trying
to
to
Quantum
look at it right
Coffee.
now.
I put a link to the Quantum Coffee in the private chat.
Quantum Coffee, awesome. Yeah, cool. I have not seen yours yet, Joe.
It's in the comments.
I saw you post. Oh,
Is that what
the
you meant?
StreamYard link.
Yeah.
No,
The
I see
link
it.
to this show.
No.
no, it was emailed to you.
It
Oh,
deletes
Several
a lot of
days
that.
ago.
Oh,
addresses.
let me see here.
Yeah, I read
I may
it.
have gotten an email from
Absolutely
you.
rang true to me.
I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh, it was a long
It'll-
time ago.
I don't think I'm looking. I'm checking my. Oh,
In bet-
It's maybe been a
okay.
week.
Well, I'm sure I did get it. Okay, well, I'm sure I did get it. I'll just check it out. Go when I get back on email.
all right.
Thank you.
And Nathan, I'll
We'll double
send you
check.
this
We'll triple
email.
check.
I'll send you the link for these guys if you want me to, because you're on the road right now, or you're not on the road right now, but you're not at home.
Yeah.
You know, you're not on your PC.
Right. Yeah. I'm not going to be on my PC for a while because it blew a capacitor.
Oh wow.
Dang it.
Stinks.
Yeah,
and then.
I still can't use my brand new freaking laptop to do live streaming.
What capacitor did you blow?
What's going on
You
with
know
it?
The value?
I do not. I was like, I can't deal with this right now. I've got things doing. It's one of the memory controller ones. I don't know the value of it. But Shadow, what's going on with your laptop?
Yeah, I bought a brand new laptop so I could do all the fancy stuff on StreamYards and Discord and stuff. And for whatever reason, my screen will just my camera will freeze up like a lot. But I'm still using the $200 tablet I got a year ago to talk to you guys now, and it's like not a problem. And I talked to the people on StreamYard, and they said either too many people are using the Wi-Fi at my home, which is definitely a thing. Keep it plugged in using the main outlet instead of the battery, and I tried all that, and it still freezes up. And
Have you updated your driver?
yeah, everything. I did an update as soon as I got it, and it just, it doesn't want to do it. And, when I bought it, I told them exactly what I was going to use it for live streaming, and they said, oh, this is the one you want. And that's the one I bought. And, it's been like 2 months. So, I mean, I've got a year warranty, but, I'm just, my weekends are pretty busy, and going to the computer store that I bought it at is a guaranteed, all day thing. And I'm just not really up to it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to tell Dorothy Hawkins good night. We hope that you had a good time while
Okay,
you're
Dorothy. Thank you,
Take care,
Dorothy. Thank you. I'm
We'll
glad
see
you
next
came
week.
by. Love having you in the room. You have a good night, Dorothy.
Be good, Dorothy.
Keeping it
Have a good
quantum.
night, and thanks for showing
Oh
up.
yeah.
Absolutely. And Bruce, it sounds like you've had some interesting experiences, to say the least. And I find that it's literally no surprise that you found your way here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like Nathan says, nobody finds their way
Yeah.
anywhere unless they're predisposed to do so. Quantum, of course, it's sort of a niche audience. Although it's getting bigger, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people. I'm bringing a lot of people in. I'm getting subscribers every week. And
Excellent.
they're finding me. Yeah, they're finding me.
Well,
So I'm very happy with that.
You got to thank Art Keith Andrews for that, because he,
Yes.
Yeah.
whether we're there or not, he blasts out our channel Bruce did the same for me way back. That's why I've been doing the same thing for a lot of people that he and I know. Paying it forward, as the kids say.
Exactly.
It'll come back. It'll come back tenfold. You be a decent human being, and when you can, push that up to 11 and be a great human being, and it will come back and reward you in ways you never expected.
It's very true.
I discovered Rumble, the streaming service Rumble, about a month ago, and
Yep.
hadn't really played with it before that. I would watch occasionally on it, but I've been streaming more over there anytime I feel like my conversation topics might go in a political nature. And I'm going to just say that Rumble is, if you have any topics like that, I think that is a better place to stream than, say, YouTube. There's a little bit more you have to do.
Right.
There's
Oh,
no
yeah.
good API on StreamYard for Rumble. You have to do more clicking. You have to do more copying and pasting
Right.
to find out the various things. But once you get that done, I'm
Yeah, it's
just
actually
going.
pretty easy to simulcast on YouTube and Rumble. I'm doing. I didn't do it with Grandma because I was running behind and I just couldn't get to do all the things because I didn't want her to miss out on being on the show with RPG Grandma Friday. But yeah, I did it. I didn't notice any increase in the numbers, but you know what? I'm still gonna keep doing it because it's just another place to get people to watch your stuff. It's definitely worth it. I do watch a few channels every morning on Rumble, and some of my favorite YouTubers got kicked off YouTube. So if that's where they are, then that's where I will watch them. And it's good to have a backup. Nathan, you're never going to have to worry about
Right.
YouTube. Getting upset with what you do. Me and the boy, that's different. We occasionally get political, and for me, I noticed back in the old days when I first started the channel, they didn't really like my American flag in the background. Remember, Bruce?
Hmm.
They did not like that. And once I met you and Max from Legion of Myth, who's also been on the show. Well, he's been in the chat, but he digs the show. He's a busy guy, but things picked up, and we're in it for the long haul. We're not giving up. We're not going to get
Mhm.
squeezed out or whatever. There's plenty of people who like what he and I do, and
Well, there's
You know,
plenty of room for everyone. And
well,
I
Mhm.
think
Some people
YouTube,
don't- some
Facebook, and
people
the
don't.
rest of them are figuring out they're not the only game in town.
oh no, they're not, and they're gonna start, reaping that whirlwind for their, lack of, you know,
Open-mindedness.
Or- yeah. I mean, they've got some pretty weird ideas that not everybody agrees with, but we came to YouTube because it was the place in the beginning, at least, where anybody and everybody could come and say whatever they wanted within reason, obviously, and that's why I came here too. It wasn't like this 3 years ago. We were, yeah, I mean, I guess it was. We just didn't notice, but we've noticed some weird stuff. I watched a lot of other YouTubers, big YouTubers who talk about it quite a lot. They would know better than me, and I know it's real easy to blame YouTube if you do something wrong and what have you. But when I've watched them and like, yeah, I love their content, and maybe it's a little salty, hint hint, but I've seen way worse from other people. It's just that if you're being like that toward what are essentially the enemies of YouTube, they don't mind, but God help you if you just try to actually say some things that are true. Not big fans of that, and that's unfortunate because that just shows weakness of character, in my opinion.
It shows it's quantum.
Yeah.
I know that sounds
Mhm.
strange, but like I said, here we are. It's just like Atlantis all over again.
Yeah.
And that's
And
something you have to
that's
thinking. You have to keep in mind there's an element of luck, but it's mostly predestined.
True. I think
Well
at
said,
that
Vicky.
time too, there was an element of powers that be had just about enough of it all and decided to hit the reset button.
right.
And as much as anybody
In a
who was spiritual at that time couldn't get stopped.
hmm in the biggest of ways. Not the stuff we're doing with the money and the food and the this and the that, but that's resetting some way. Not like that. Not like that. Like tidal wave, like a pole shift, and that kind of way. So yeah, I believe it. I believe you, and that's a good point.
Yeah. So in
And that
any
makes me
case,
just want.
I say in
Mhm.
any case, please do continue though. I've lost my thought completely and probably made you lose yours.
Oh, it just makes me
Crafting
think.
Gamer, oh my God, dude, are you stalking me, man? Seriously, everywhere I've gone, Crafting Gamer is there. I got to get you on as one of the next one-on-ones. Maybe this Friday, buddy, if you're up to it. You did me the favor and had me on your show last week, but I keep bumping into him.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Well,
And,
hey. Well, it's
that's one of the
he's
things
pretty
I really,
quantum for being here.
yeah, I'm really actually. It kind of makes my day when I see, people like Bruce or Max or Crafting Gamer or Omen Owl and so many of the other guys that we, Bruce and I know very well, and coming over here just to check it out or be regulars like Grim when he's not under the weather, coming here and hanging out with us. It really kind of makes my evening.
I really wish that I could get Grim some of this Southern Texas wildflower honey, because I know I've been using it on a daily basis for about 15 or 16 months. And there's a lot of particulates here that will ruin someone. If you were watching me and Janet on Rumble about an hour ago, you could hear her nasal passages just collapsing under the assault from the allergens in her environment. And I used to be like that. I get bad whenever there's a cat that decides to get too friendly with me. I turn into a snotty mess. I do. It's sad.
I
But
have a few people here that way too.
Yeah.
the,
Jackie and I do not. We love cats to death, but their dander does not seem to like us one little bit.
I wish I could say something like I love cats, but no. They're
Mm.
they're not dogs. That's all I can say.
Oh yeah.
And don't tell them; they'll be very disappointed.
But they're not
Cats?
dogs. No,
Yeah.
they
Cats.
I get what you mean, but I think they're quite happy that they're not dogs, and that they probably think they're better than dogs. But I'm a dog person. I'm just gonna say that right there. And it wasn't by choice. I used to actually have a lot of cats, but I'm highly allergic to them, and so is my boy, and I've never ever had a problem with dogs, and so like I guess I got no choice. I'm gonna own dogs as pets, and admire cats and be amused by them. Our friend Squirrel Harmon, he has some of the cutest damn cat videos I've ever seen.
Along with the occasional insane fight at Ravens.
Oh
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if I were to ever
I
visit
think she-
Raven, if I were to ever visit Raven, it would be like, let's meet at a restaurant and bring a like a lint roller with you.
Right.
Roast
All
her.
right.
Well, yeah, I would have gotten her on the show.
Excuse me.
She might have been here with you're good with Keith too, but I can't send any links right now because I'm on this right here. I'm like, oh, it's maddening.
Well,
It's frustrating. So
I'll
she
have to-
probably would have been here tonight.
Raven, if you're watching, we can post a link in the chat and you can jump in that way. If that helps.
I don't know
I
if
don't have your.
she's here
I don't have
though.
her. She might be lurking. You never know. She's like that. If
Yeah,
later on in the
but
week, Raven,
it
if
is.
you're
You know what? I'm.
later,
Mhm,
if
mhm.
she hits me up on Facebook or something like that, then we can chat through Messenger. And if this happens again, I can just let her in that way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she's just gonna have to
Yeah,
watch. you know?
Yeah, Raven is always welcome, and okay, y'all. I'm trying to keep this one at 2 hours tonight because I need to get in and take care of myself and get out of
Oh,
this car,
please,
back into the
devil.
hotel room.
RPG Grandma just got here.
What?
Well, let's stay another minute or two just to say hi
Oh.
to RPG Grandma. She
Yeah.
is an absolute
I can
treasure.
stay another minute or two.
As a matter of fact, I think she'd be someone we'd like to speak to in person one of these days. She's done her homework, guys. Not just in the gaming world, but everything. Everything I talk to her about, she makes me feel like I'm ill prepared for the conversation. She is one. Again, all these people that we're meeting, it's all for a reason, and whatever I can do to help,
Mm-hmm.
bring more people into this weird world, of trying to understand our weird world, count me in.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well, welcome to the show, RPG Grandma. We'll stay around for a few more minutes. Yeah, I just wanting to keep things charged and ready and going. And I seem to have a really good signal right now, so let's do it. Let's keep going for a few
why
minutes at
not?
least.
We have a rough time with that some days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it wouldn't be a paranormal show without massive amounts of technical problems.
That's
Yeah,
that's
you-
the MK Ultra trying to stop us and block us.
Bruce, you ain't just whistling Dixie.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
We've
and
seen
I do
some
think they
weird-ass
actively
crap.
try.
Doing this show. Well,
Mm-hmm.
long before you were a regular, Lynn, we were getting some weird stuff. Isn't that right, Joe?
Oh, go ahead.
Uh-oh. Hey, Joe, can you hear us? I wonder if he can hear us. He has no mic.
Joe, can you hear us? I can't
no
type
mic
either.
on there. He can hear us. He
Well,
just
we can't hear
can't
you.
say anything.
Yeah, Bruce. We used to get some weird, some things I've never seen anywhere else. And you know me, I've been on 100 different shows and I've seen it all. The interference and the other things I've seen
including freaking helicopters over my house that one night when I first started doing this. They're
Oh
literally
yeah.
doing sign language. That's epic.
Hey,
Well,
I
spelling,
took it
anyway.
2 years. I'm gonna use it.
Hey, it's a good idea too.
Hey,
I
if
still
we gotta use
remember what
Yeah,
little bit
when
I
I was a
learned of it.
cashier, I had my customers. They were deaf signing customers, and they loved me because I understood them, and no one else did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and
And I was
they'll
able to
ask for you.
talk with them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did
I'm about to get a
retail
little shaky here. So.
for a time, about 5 years, and we had blind, we had disabled, and of course the deaf community come in all the time, and the other clerks are like, oh my God, what do I do with these people? Well, wait a minute, they're people. Smile. Try to get on their wavelength and try to help them. You know,
Mhm.
I know a little bit of sign.
I don't have my tripod out here.
Blindness wasn't too awful bad, but deafness is
Touch point.
wow.
Oh, what is
What is that?
You.
Did you just drop a drum kit? Joe, that's you. It's like it's
my drum kit down the stairs.
All right, I turned my microphone back on.
Hi, Diane.
Ouch.
Hello, Diane. Hello.
Hey, Diane.
Let's see.
I didn't have a chance to. Hi, Jeanette. Our
Wow.
cute RPG grandma. Holy cow, what was that? It just got away from him.
Yeah.
We're total professionals here,
Okay. Well,
folks.
I have no access to. Yeah, I have no access to controls right now. I got people in and out
Who
of
do
the
you want me
parking
to
lot, so I
mess with?
might not speak for me.
You want me to try and mess
Check
with
Joe's
somebody's
audio settings.
You're a little
So-
bit
Yeah,
echoey
check Joe's
there,
audio
Nathan.
settings, please.
I had a YouTube open on the back.
Oh,
end.
holy crap! He's on 100. He's up at 130 something.
Hello?
I'm jumping out the-
Okay,
Oh!
wait a
Is that
minute,
better?
Joe. Turn it down. Well,
More?
on the audio.
Yeah, take him down to like 30. Ouch.
Okay. I had him at 36, 31. Give us a count, Joe.
Can you hear us okay, Joe?
1, 2, 3, 4.
There you
Oh,
go.
perfect.
That's good.
I can hear you.
Better.
31.
Okay, gotta switch headsets.
Yeah, I think when you change up hardware like that, it defaults to some defaults or something.
Yeah.
Did you just pull into a Mexican drive-through?
Not me.
I didn't do
Oh
it.
no,
No, Nathan.
there's people in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Here's
Anyhow,
I'm in the
remember-
parking lot. I'm not gonna smoke, it's a rental.
Remember, Nathan, I'm about 6 miles from Site Monitor.
Mm-hmm.
Which you almost drove into.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That was fun.
Diane,
Middle of the
I
night
am
too.
deeply measured.
From the looks of things, Bruce is painting
Hi, Diane.
small miniatures.
Yes.
Yes.
He is always doing that. If you see him on camera, that's what he's doing. It was the same here, but you just can't see because it's a different angle. He's got the one and only hands account. Oh, hey, speaking of Bruce, are you looking for any paint? You good?
I'm good on paint right now. This is the more wide angle shot. that?
Because I just picked up this brand new box of Reaper 26 paint for $26 on eBay.
That's not too bad.
That's $1 a bottle for what are normally $4 bottles.
No, they're usually about $2.29 here, but that's a good price.
Yeah, brand new, still in the box. Right now is, go on, if you're looking for stuff, check out eBay. The prices are already dropping like crazy because, people went and blew their wad for the holidays all the way up to Valentine's Day. And now they need to make some of that money back by selling the stuff that they're, not, attached at the hip to. And I picked up, remember the old Avalon Hill Starship Troopers game?
I do.
I got a perfect copy for $3.
eBay?
Yeah. eBay.
Okay.
$3. I mean, I already had a
Oh,
copy of
there's-
it. I'm giving it away. But I saw it when I was buying the paint, and I'm like, you're kidding me, right? It was an auction, of course, and nobody wanted it. And I'm like, that's how you win on eBay. You wait for those auctions that people are like, they put it low because they want to have the low fee, and then nobody wants it, and I'll come in and grab it, and I'm going to be doing that all summer long.
You good there, Nathan?
I'm good. I got back in the car because I'm done now. We passed a place, D&D Market. I need to go there. I'm going to go there and I'm going to get a picture. It's right down the road from here. And it's a gas station.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
But they have got to. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I send you some money, but okay, if it's a gas station, I have actually seen those traveling. I remember seeing one of those. Yeah.
So they specialize in gaming.
I don't
No,
know.
gas.
I don't know.
I thought it was a
I'm
gas
going to go
station.
there and I'm going to. Yeah, it is a gas station, D&D Market, and I'm going to go there and I'm going to check it out and see what they do have, if they've capitalized on the name, on the idea of it at all, and if they do, I'm going to get some stuff.
Sounds like a good
It's a
plan.
convenience store.
Yeah, that's what I recall it being. Is just a regular convenience store, and they looked at me like I was a nerd. They were right, but not going to stop me from being hopeful. What? I can get gas at a player's handbook? Yeah. What a world that would be.
That must be something that's I've done some traveling and I've never seen anything like that. Gas station doing it. I've seen out close to El Paso and Fort Sullivan. There's a very huge market of sorts. It's a truckers market, and it is absolutely huge. Now, I don't even know if that's still there anymore. It's just, well, I've sort of been detained at home.
Yeah.
I just traveled, man. I used to do a lot of traveling, and I missed it. I even missed sleeping in hotels. It may sound weird, but I was something always about it that I just, if it was a nice hotel, and it doesn't have to be like super fancy, but just, middle of the road, nothing crawling around type of hotel. I just,
yeah, it's never good to come away from a place like that with something crawling.
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay, well, y'all, I need to wrap it up. I need to call it a night because I got to go take care of myself. And this has been great. Big crowd tonight, y'all. Lots of things happened, and I'm glad I got to report it. And I'm glad, and this has been fun doing it on the road, just a little bit more taxing than usual because no coffee
Learning
fill-ups.
experience.
And
You
I'm
know
hurting.
what you need to do next time.
Yeah.
Joe bailed on us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you need to do next time?
Yeah, now
Maybe even make a special bag just for, the stuff that you know you're going to need on the roads for,
Yeah.
Broadcasting.
Yeah.
Like a go bag.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Hmm.
actually going to, not that kind of going, but the other, never mind.
Right. That. Let's see.
Good night, RPG
Lock this
Grandma.
thing back
We
up.
will talk again real soon. Sorry I didn't do a show tonight, but I was trying to hang out with Nathan and his
Right.
early schedule, and I had to spend some time with the boy, and now I'm going to go back and do the same thing and pester him while he's doing his whatever he's doing. It's like, hey, let's hang out, But as always, it was great hanging out with you, Bruce. You too, man. It means a lot. And one of these nights, real soon, we're gonna have to do another cryptid show, right, Nathan?
Oh yeah, and be more informed, because I wasn't really happy with that one. I wasn't very informed with it, and I can do better.
No, not you, Bruce. Not you. No. He's
No,
talking about
it's-
himself.
Been an
Right?
Talking about
absolute
me.
pleasure to have you.
Yeah,
Bruce.
yeah. I caught that.
Yeah.
Not you, Bruce. You were a welcome addition. That's what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying.
always.
We want to thank everybody in the chat room for coming
Absolutely.
in, supporting. Do remember to hit subscribe and like tonight. That always gives us a little bit of a boost with YouTube.
Also,
Mhm.
if you
Yep.
really like this, if you like what you see here, share this out,
Yes.
because you have friends and you have fellows in your life that they could become enriched or they could become entertained by the antics that are put on by the people that are part of this show. And you might help enrich somebody's life. You might give somebody something like a wry grin across their face, or you might be giving somebody a gift where they actually find exactly what they're looking for. And that's just how it works.
Mhm. Yep.
And
And
Graphic Gamer, if you're still there, hit me up, whatever it takes, through the chat, the video, or Discord or something, and let's make that happen next Friday. Oh,
I really enjoyed being here tonight, Nathan. Nathan, this is really
well,
good.
I really enjoy. I love having you on,
Thank you.
because you add an element to the show that I just don't have.
and
You know?
hey,
Everybody
Lynn-
needs a nasty-minded old grandma.
Lynn,
Yes.
give Frank a big hug for us and tell him
We
that,
will.
whatever he's doing, he's got to, show his mug on the screen every once in a while. We know he's there. You can't hide from us.
He's very retiring. He's the man behind the curtain. That's how he operates.
Mhm.
But I'll get on him about it. People do want to know
Yeah.
who that guy is. That Wookiee in the background.
How much does that Wookiee in the window?
He'd like that. Yes. And
All right. Well,
I know
everybody.
that Joe enjoys the show as well.
Yeah, I don't know what
Okay.
happened. I guess his technical difficulties with his sound. He dropped out. So,
Yeah.
yep. Okay. Well,
Most likely.
y'all, thanks for coming in. If you're here, you're
You can't
quantum,
afford it.
and y'all.
That's
Yeah.
Oh,
awesome.
Frank
What?
says you can't afford it.
Okay. Probably not. And
might change
RPG
their
Grandma and
genre.
everybody showing up. Yeah. Y'all have a good rest of the weekend. A good week. If anything happens, like maybe tomorrow, I will be reporting with a short and a post somewhere. So,
And
thanks, everybody.
Thanks to Joe too, since he's absent.
Yes. See y'all. Keeping it quantum.
Thank
Out of
you,
here.
Bruce.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Goodbye.
guys.
Night, everybody.
Hitting buttons. Hitting those buttons.